The National Fire Protection Association, also known as NFPA, reports that every 86 seconds, a U.S. fire department responds to a home fire. On average, 7 people a day in the United States die in home fires, and an additional 33 are injured. My name is Adam McClanahan, and I'm a career firefighter and a fire and life safety educator. Every year, thousands of Americans are affected by fire. And although advancements in technology and the implementation of fire codes have reduced this risk, one factor will always remain: the human factor. And that is the focus of Fire Prevention Week. Per the North Carolina Office of State Fire Marshal, 122 people have died in North Carolina as a result of fire since January the 1st, 2018. Because fire does not discriminate against anyone in our society, Fire Prevention Week programs focus on educating all demographics about fire prevention and safety with the hope that you will not be the next victim. My goal when I joined the fire service 8 years ago was to make a positive impact on the lives of others. I quickly learned that the best way to do this was not only by responding to individuals' calls for help, but also to educate others about how to prevent these incidents from occurring altogether. With this in mind, I would like to take a few minutes to talk to you about Fire Prevention Week, the history, the purpose, and the events that take place during Fire Prevention Week. In 1922, Fire Prevention Week was started and sponsored by NFPA. In 1925, President Coolidge proclaimed Fire Prevention Week a national observance, making it the longest-running public health observance in U.S. history. It is observed the week of October 9th each year in the commemoration of the Great Chicago Fire that took the lives of over 250 individuals and left over 100,000 homeless. The purpose of Fire Prevention Week is to bring awareness to the risk of death and injury as a result of fire to people of all ages, races, and socioeconomic statuses in order to keep everyone safe. Each year, Fire Prevention Week has a different theme and a focused message. For 2018, the message was Look, Listen, Learn. Be aware, fire can happen anywhere. In previous years, some of the messages have included every second counts, plan 2 ways out, or don't wait, check the date, replace smoke alarms every 10 years. Many different programs take place during Fire Prevention Week, and some of those focus on specific programs or fire prevention techniques. One of the things that has been focused on in several years in the past have been fire smoke alarms. The importance of not only having these in your home, but how to properly check them and make sure they're operational. Other programs have focused on habits and also good habits for cooking. We know that per the U.S. Fire Administration that over 50% of home fires are a result of cooking. We talk about safe practices and about not leaving cooking unattended. We're also talking about proper ways to extinguish a fire in a kitchen, and things like this would actually could help extinguish a fire that actually mount to the hood system and activate like a sprinkler system when the temperature reaches a certain degrees Fahrenheit. We also have programs that focus on exit drills in the home, knowing 2 ways out of every room in your home, and talking about the importance to your family about having a safe meeting place outside of the home in case a fire does occur. Events take place both at firehouses and out in the community. This allows firefighters to educate the public as well as build relationships with people that they serve. Some of the places that these programs take place include schools and daycares, certain religious and civic groups, as well as community gatherings. Sometimes fire departments even hold what they call a kids' fire camp, where they actually will spend a week with kids talking to them and educating them about fire prevention. No matter what advancements in technology and implementation of new fire codes await, the fact is that human behavior will always be a risk and to danger of fire. Fire Prevention Week is the longest national campaign in the U.S. and focuses on bringing awareness to the public about those dangers. These programs are taught by your local firefighters, both in the firehouses and out in your community. For more information about how to take part in these programs and how you can get involved, I would suggest that you call your local fire department, or for further information about Fire Prevention Week, you can go to firepreventionweek.org. I would like to leave you with a quote from President Richard Nixon from 1972 that I feel still holds true today. President Nixon stated, "Only people can prevent fires. We must become constantly alert to the threat of fires to ourselves, our children, and our homes. Fire is almost always the result of human carelessness. Each one of us must be aware, not for a single time, but for all the year, of what he or she can do to prevent fires."